If you understand grace, you will not have guilt. I say, if you have understanding of what grace is, you will not have what? Can I announce something to you? Guilt does not come from the Holy Spirit. It's quiet in here. Talk to me. Guilt does not come from who? It doesn't come from who? So if it's not coming from the Holy Spirit, where is guilt coming from? The devil, because the enemy knows that if he can make you feel guilty, you will stay away. So if the Lord does not bring guilt, then he must then introduce something to bring you closer, as opposed to sending you away. It brings about the spirit that will convict you of the things you have done, not in a shameful way, but in a way that it will illustrate love to you, that you will understand it even as a baby. Grace is more than mercy. It is divine enablement. I am what I am by the mercy of God. That is enablement. Let's establish that grace is not an excuse to sin, but it is the power to win. It doesn't enable you to sin. Grace does not enable anybody to sin. So if you are living in sin and claiming that you have grace, the Bible challenges that thought. It says, how can you continue to live in sin? See, there's difference between a man who fell into sin and the one who is perpetually living in sin. God is challenging your mindset. He says you cannot continue to behave like that, because grace does not enable sin. Rather, it gives you power to overcome sin. When you say you love somebody, don't you want to do right by that person? If you love Jesus the way you claim, then you want to do right by Jesus. In other words, you want to stay away from those things that he don't like. Some things I want to do, but because my wife don't like it, I try to stay away from it. Sometimes it doesn't have to be wrong or right, because to love is to sacrifice. In other words, there is no love without sacrifice. If you cannot sacrifice, then you cannot satisfy.